Hello everybody. In this video I will explain you how you will make style for Genos. I promise that I will do that on English. I have that video on my home country language, so follow me. I will tell you exactly what you have to do. I will show you finished project, what I did, and that is process how you should do that. First, you can see I have here all channels that are representing channels that are part of the style in Genos. Channel number 9 is percussion. Actually, it's written 1 in Genos. Channel number, that channel number 1 is MIDI channel number 9. I'm just telling it's on first position. Let us talk about MIDI channels. So channel channel number 9, MIDI channel 9 is written 1. 10, rhythm 2. Bass guitar 11. Then we have chord 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those channels are, as you can see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we have MIDI channels. Everything is directed to Genos. You must have Genos template. In your template manager studio, more option, MIDI device manager, you must have Yamaha Genos template with all those patch and banks. Please don't send me message and ask me for template. You have to find it on internet. You can download it on Genos site, or you can find it if you have Cubase. It's already in Cubase number 10. Now, when you have template here, when you choose channel, you can choose any instrument here because all those instruments you will find in template and they are connected to Genos. You can choose instruments there. Now, when you have template, all MIDI channels, and you can choose instruments, you can choose whatever instrument you want to have. Now you can create those tracks. You can play them. You can cut them from MIDI files. You can do whatever you want to do. But those three first part, where you can see markers intro 1, intro 2, and intro 3 are intro parts. All parts must be in C key. Intro and ending parts could be in minor, major, or whatever you play. But main parts and fill parts and break parts, they must be in major. Just a moment, I just moved that. So they must be in major. Main parts, C, and those fill parts. I will make it just bigger to show you. Fill. Now, as you can see, I have my markers. You must have markers. Markers are telling keyboard what to play. Style is nothing but MIDI file with markers. And markers are directing style in the keyboard what should be played. Now, listen everything carefully. Everything what I'm talking is very clear, but you have to think about that what I'm talking to you. So, now, you can see I have marker track, and I have markers. As I told you, markers are representing things that should be played on the keyboard. When you press on keyboard variation C, keyboard will jump to main C, and that is actually variation C. Operating system in the keyboard will understand that by pressing that button, you have to play this part here. This part, particular this part. So I am explaining you how it works actually in reality. Now, when you have that made, and of course you must have those names for markers. Keyboard will recognize only those names. We will find that in manual of Genos, which names for markers you have to put. You have to read that manual. Now, when you have everything ready to be exported, now just before I export, I want to mention one thing more. In every track here, for example, this track, and you highlight that part, you can go to list editor by going MIDI and list editor, and you can here write messages, MIDI messages, if you want to write something. But if you don't want to write, that instrument will be able from here to read those messages when you save it. Now, what you have to do when you want to save, you have to put this from which part to which part you want to break it, from which part you want to save. Now you will export that, export some MIDI file, and all that hard rock. Save it, yes, and it should be type 0, and you have to check those two parts. Now it's okay. Now listen to me how it sounds here from my Cubase. That is intro, that is variation. That is another variation. Everything is in C. In C, everything is done in C. And you export that. And it is always the best to write here in these parts clear majors, just majors, and clear notes. You will avoid any trouble if you have clear major with tonic, third, major third, and fifth. So now, when you everything export, you will open your Style Magic, and then you will import that style, that MIDI file. Let me import that MIDI file. I will say here MIDI file, and I will import that MIDI file. Now, when you have MIDI file, let me open Style Magic without anything, just to show you that I don't want to save anything. Okay. If you open Style Magic, empty Style Magic, you will get this, nothing inside. If you press here, open, and then go to MIDI, and open Hard Rock MIDI that I just exported, you will get all those parts. Now you can play one part from here. So you can play next part. You can play intro, B. Let's see here. Oh, no, not now. No, you cannot play it now. Before you want to play, you have to, when you import MIDI file, you have to go Tools, you have to Validation to do, and Tools, Create Style, SF2, Apply, and now you have everything. See? So when you have MIDI, let me stop it. When you have MIDI file inside, you have to go Tools, Validation, SFM, and then you have to go Tools, CASM, Auto Create, and then when you have that, you have. Now you can explore that MIDI file further in this program. Now, how works this program? You can find video about this program. Every information, just look for Style Magic. There is a lot of videos there, what you can find. So I'm not going to talk about this program here in my video. I don't want this video to be very long. I'm just showing you idea what you have to do. Now watch that video. I already told you everything that you should know. You have just to put everything together what I told you. So, and now when you have that style, as I told you, you can explore more function here by going to these parts. Okay, let us now not go here. What I did actually, when I make my styles, I finish everything in Cubase. I put proper notes on proper place in Cubase, and I write messages with instruments that I want to have from Cubase. So I don't need to do anything here. In this program, mostly in 99%, I have just to do validation of the style, and creating that auto-create style. Everything that I have to do is this. And then I can adjust that style further in my keyboard. Thank you for watching this video. So that is one of the promised video about how to make style on English language Genos.